I am Dr. Faye, and welcome to Pure Inspiration. Are you showing up? Are you showing up in your virtual communities these days, or are you one of those flies on the wall, hoping that nobody will notice you in the room because you're just there because you're hungry? Are you showing up in your Facebook lives and showing up in your books that you're writing? Are you showing up in the events that you're hosting or supposed to be hosting? Are you showing up with your family right now? Are you showing up with your children? Are you showing up in the workplace? Are you showing up in your community and in the lives of people who depend upon you? Are you showing up? What does it mean to really show up? It means that you are no longer entertaining thoughts of low self-loathing and low self-esteem, that you're no longer entertaining thoughts that make you feel like a misfit and that you don't belong. You're no longer entertaining thoughts about what they think about you, or what he said, she said, they did to you. When you show up, you're showing up in your true self of your created self. That is your best self. That is learning to live your best life. What is it that's standing in your way, keeping you from showing up in all of the bigness that God has created you to be? What is it? Is it the past? Is it the pain that you're attached to because of the trauma and the drama of the past, that you're not showing up? Are you ashamed of who you are or your lack of education? Are you not showing up because you're afraid that people will point the finger at you and think or say that you don't deserve to be heard? Whatever it is that's standing in your way today, I encourage you to evict it. Somebody say evict it. Evict it. I hear you. I hear you. Say evict it. Are you willing to release it, to tell it to get out, to loose you and to let you go? Because you deserve to show up. Jesus showed up for us. Won't you show up for him? And I mean, really show up. Show up in your calling, your business, which is your mission. We've launched a global initiative encouraging and motivating and teaching influencers, entrepreneurs, and business owners on how to monetize the missions, which is your business, and fund those things that you have a passion for, whether it's a better women's shelter, whether it's counseling centers like my passion. I don't know what it is for you, but you've got to show up to do it. You've got to show up in your business because that is the very thing that God has called you to. That's your mission field. When I was a little girl and someone called me missionary one day because I had on this long dress, and my association at that time with a missionary was that all missionaries had to go to the foreign field, primarily Africa, and you would have to have all of these animals around you and you would be chasing, running from snakes all day. So that frightened me. But I have been on those mission fields, and it's not that way at all. And what I know that missions are today, what God has ordained missions to be today, is a business. It's your entrepreneur skills at work. It is your creative abilities and your creative skills, those ideas and witty inventions that he has impregnated you with. And now he's giving you marching orders. Will you show up for that? Will you show up for something that has been built on your behalf? Will you show up for your calling? Because that's what your business is. That's what your mission is. Your calling, your business, your mission. This is how you receive, or this is how you make the money in order to fund the calling, to fund the mission field, to fund the business. The business will fund the missions, and the missions will fund the business. It all works as one. You see, we can't give away that we don't possess. How many of you have a mission in mind right now? Something that you want to feed, something that you want to underwrite. You want to be the crowdfunder. You want to be the stimulus payment. You want to be the one that gives it the vitamin B12. You want to be the one that gives it the comeback juice. You want to be the one to hold its arms up. You want to be its strength and armor bearer. What is that? What does that sound like? And what does that feel like when you think about funding that battered women's shelter? How does that feel? When you think about funding that church, that whatever it is for you, when you think about it, how does that make you feel? Are you excited? Does your heart just fill up with love and compassion? Because you know that you're called to underwrite that particular mission. Well, it takes one to know one. It takes a business being the mission to fund the mission. We've heard it over and over and over again that we must be passionate. Find the thing that makes you passionate. Find the thing that you will do for free, even if nobody paid you for it. I am grateful today that I know what that thing is, and I'm doing it right now as I'm speaking to you. What is your thing? What is that thing that burns in your heart? And for years and years, I fought it. I fought the strange feeling of trying to separate business from mission and ministry. And I warred with that, but no more. Because God revealed it to me that it's all the same. That when He has called you to entrepreneurship, He has called you to a business, He has called you to a mission. He does not give you a dream and does not provide the resources for it to manifest the funding of that dream. So whatever that mission is, He has put the business idea on the inside of you to make that mission come to pass, to bring that mission into fruition. That's a lot of ishin, right? He has given you the ability to build the business so that you can have the funding for the mission. They work hand in hand. Listen, I've seen it all. I really have. I've seen the businesses that want to thrive so that they can buy bigger houses, and nothing wrong with that. Lord knows I love the big houses, the better cars, but you can only sit your butt in one seat. You can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. I got that from Miss Oprah. You can only drive one car at a time. I got that from Miss Oprah, I think. You can only sit your butt in one chair at a time, says Miss Oprah. So it has to be bigger than where you sit in your booty. Is that church like? It has to be greater than where you're walking. It has to be greater than your address. Why does it have to be greater? Because it's your mission. It is your reason for existing. Because when you begin to fund your mission, wow, you will be set off into orbit, and absolutely nothing can convince you ever again that you don't belong in the room or question your authority. Because everyone who launches a business is a person of authority, is a person of leadership. And we go from glory to glory to glory. I heard one of my coaches say, Joe Galletti, I heard him say, that potential doesn't exist because every time you grow, there's another level of growth that you must come into. I also heard him tell the story of how he and his family were out working in missions and feeding people and taking care of them, and they ran out of money. And he asked God, I know you're not going to let a little thing like money keep me from taking care of these people. So God began to teach him about business. Isn't that something? You talk to God about one thing, and here He is over here talking to you about another. Boss Coach Joe Galletti was talking to God about the little thing of money standing between him and his mission that He had called him to. And God talked to him about going on a mission called business, entrepreneurship. Yes, yes, and yes. Are you ready to really get into missions right now? Are you ready? Are you one of those people? Are you really ready? or you hope that one day soon you'll be ready? Are you reaching for that little, I don't know, the little brass ring in the shadows somewhere that somebody will just let it fall on you? Anointing fall on me. No, that's not the way it happens. You see, because faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, there has to be a repetitive action to have a repetitive action. James says faith without works is dead, being alone. He means that you've got to put action, then I know you have faith. You got to do something. Coach Galletti said the first thing you have to do is make a decision. Make a decision. So why are you quoting your coach? Because every coach needs a coach. I can quote my coach. Oh, yeah. Every coach needs a coach. Who has poured into you? This is what I do. I pour into you because I know that potential is an illusion. The deep calls unto deep, and you're ready to go from glory to glory to glory. How many of you are ready to go from glory to glory to glory? If you are, and you know that's you, then I want you to join me for a master class on how to turn the stuff you know into money so you can fund the missions that will flow. We use the word monetize, but it just means money, making money. How many of you are ready to make some money? Go ahead and say yes. Yes? Are you ready? Let me hear you. Yes. With a show of hands, say yes. Wave your church hanky like Coach Eileen Wilder says. Yeah, let me see you wave your church hanky. It has to be bigger. The reason it has to be bigger because it's mission. We've all been sent from glory to tell the story. And the way we tell the story is to go about doing good and healing all who are oppressed of the devil. How do we do that? We manifest him through our everyday waking, walking, talking lives in our business. It is not about sitting on the pew anymore, honey, sir, ma'am, ladies and gentlemen. It is about being the manifested presence of God in our businesses, in those skills that you've been given, those gifts of the Spirit. Yes, manifesting them. So what is it for you? Are you an author that's been standing in the shadows? Are you a singer, a dancer? I don't know what that is for you. We're here to help you discover whatever that is for you. Don't worry about the how-tos yet. Don't even think about that. Just click on the link so that you can discover it. Be like the merchant who sold everything he had to go find the pearl of great price. Be like the woman who lost the coin in her house and she said, hey, come on, I can't find what I'm looking for. Have you ever experienced that? Has anyone ever experienced that? You couldn't find what you were looking for? Oh, geez. Maybe the kids put it under the sofa. I don't know, but you couldn't find it, or you just moved and you can't find, where is that box? I can so identify with this sister. She couldn't find the coin that she had lost. And she looked everywhere. And my God, when she got help, somebody say help, help, help. That's what a coach will do. A coach will help you see the picture, the picture, the full picture. When you're feeling lost yourself, you're feeling like the coin, that you're the one that's lost. And perhaps that is another way of looking at that story. And that the world is looking for your appearance. Someone is waiting for you to be found. Someone is waiting to discover you. And the Course in Miracles says when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Yeah, I think it's time for you to appear. What do you think? What do you think? Are you ready to discover how you can be the crowdfunding for your own mission, that you can be the stimulus check for your own missions, that you can be the support system, the underwriter for your own system, that your own mission, that you are the angel investor, the hedge fund. Whoa, that's big. For your own mission. Recognizing that business is a mission in order to fund the vision that God has placed in your heart. I'm Dr. Faye. You're clicking on the link below. I am your confidence coach and your friend. And I'll see you in the masterclass. Click on the link below and let's spend some glorious time together, shall we? I'll see you there.